It's not long to go when we have council elections coming up in September. Now, council always needs candidates to fulfill the roles. Is it something for you? Be part of the community? Play a role in the decision-making within King Island community? Now, to find out a little bit more, we talked to some of our councillors. And today, we talked to Councillor Ira Cooke. Ira, welcome.
Yeah, Wade, it's great to be here.
Well, that's good. Now, how long have you been with the council now, in council?
And Wade, this time round, it's been about 3 years. Previous to that, I did 1 year in towards the end of the term before that.
Yeah. What made you decide to go for council? Because I know you're involved with a lot of things already on the island, so why even join the council?
Wade, I figured that if I wanted to change things, I had to get in there and mix it with the people that make the decisions.
Yeah, so you felt that some things needed to be changed?
Well, at the time, yes. I have a big focus on waste management, and I also get involved with roads and bridges a fair bit and other things. Well, in the council you are involved with everything, but you can specialise in certain parts. And roads, yeah, and waste and everything, I guess, plays a crucial role within council, isn't it? I would suggest that the waste is probably one of the biggest spends that the council has, and closely followed by roads, because without the roads the island doesn't work. And currently waste, there is big push by the government for no waste to go into landfill, and so it presents a lot of challenges to the residents of King Island, because it's not like you can take it to a waste disposal down the road. You have shipping to contend with, and the vagrancies of weather in the Bass Strait, which creates lots of problems.
And I guess being a small community, it always makes it more difficult when it comes to waste, isn't it? That the expectations are very high, but we're only a small place.
Yeah, it's so small that the amount of waste generated probably costs a lot more to process, because it's a small amount. Big amounts like, in Hobart Council and that, where they have lots and lots of waste, 10 people can do the same amount of work, but on the island you have to have 10 people to handle a small amount anyhow, because everyone's sort of in the work has to be done.
Now, work has to be done. How much work is the council for you as being a councillor, say, on a weekly basis?
Well, it varies from week to week, but a lot of the time you have to do a lot of reading to make sure that you are familiar with the legislation, the proposals that the government are putting up, and you need to be fairly confident in what you know about the actual island, the demographics, and how many people and how much waste they generate and how many roads they drive on and things like this. You have to be aware of that, because you're making decisions that will affect the people of the island, and if you get it wrong, it could be very costly for them, and we wish to avoid that as much as possible.
And what would you suggest to people if they consider or think about, I might join the council? What should they do, you think?
Well, first of all, think about it. It is quite a little bit of work, but can be rewarding. And get your priorities right and go in there with an open mind. But there are a lot of things you learn in a hurry, like it's not all cut and dried. There are government legislations and things like that you have to comply with. And sometimes this gets a bit frustrating, but you have to learn to deal with that and work out ways to get around it. And it's very rewarding when you come up with a good solution to a ticklish problem.
So you're saying it's very rewarding, it's enjoyable. There's always the little hiccups, which you find everywhere, of course, but you enjoy being part of the council.
When you get a good result, it is very rewarding. Sometimes you may not get the result you wanted, and that can be a little bit disheartening, but it's all part of life. It's just a matter of get up and go for it again.
Councillor Ira Cooke, we thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Ed.